So aloha to everybody from the YouTube channel. We're going to be talking about the balance patch today. Anybody from Twitch want to go ahead and say hello to YouTube, feel free to do so. Anytime we do anything like this, we're always going to be giving away a $10 iTunes or Google Play for this particular video. So make sure you're subscribed, you like, and you leave a comment below on what you think about this balance patch. So it just came out today. I heard some people talking about it, but I haven't gotten to take a look at it myself yet. So we're gonna just dive right into it. I have high hopes for something fun, something interesting, especially because RTA season is coming to an end, and we do have that that tournament coming up, that World Championships, all the different cups. So it'd be interesting to see different balance patches, buffs, and nerfs that may happen, where players may have to switch things up from compositions that they're currently using. All right, we're gonna get right into it here with the Windapekion Priest Soul Revival. Okay, this is a unit that's not used too much towards the mid and late game. Before, it would revive an enemy 25% HP and recover the ally by 50% for each turn. After, revive a dead ally and balance the target's HP ratio to half of your HP ratio, and recover the targets by 15% each turn for 2 turns. Okay, so it's better because it heals. Actually, that could actually be worse, right? To a certain extent. Because now it balances to the HP ratio of what you have left. So if you have low HP, the unit's gonna get not that much HP. So even though it may be more because you might not be at 100%, right? And you might be able to move your HP on your Pekion Priest to 50, and that revived ally gets 50. I think the 25 was actually more consistent to a certain extent. So it doesn't make me want to use this unit anymore. Yeah, it's an interesting change though. We'll have to see if it, is in synergy with any other compositions or units before I can say it's complete trash, but it doesn't sound very good. Dark Viking, added effect, increase the allies' attack bar by 30% each according to the number of revived allies. Increases the allies' attack bar by 30% each according to the number of the allies. Okay, that's gonna be an interesting mechanic. I think that can be like a fun, weird unit, weird toy. I didn't really look into the Dark Viking too much, so I'm not too sure about that. We're gonna have to look more into it, but it sounds interesting. Dark Undine. Before, revives an allied target. They're doing a lot of revive stuff here. Revive a dead ally to return with low HP with a full attack bar. Revives a dead ally with little HP and grants a turn instantly. Ooh. Okay, that actually is a lot more. Is a lot more. That is a lot more viable. I can see myself using a lot of things, a lot of units with this. Yeah, in particular the Dark Elemental. Yeah, if you guys have never seen the Dark Elemental before, the fun kind of way you can use the Dark Elemental is not ruin the Dark Elemental at all, right? Bring it into battle, let it die, and then you revive it with this Dark Undine. Dark Elemental will have 1 HP, but it will be his turn instantly now. Instead of just a full attack bar and your opponent can move, it'll be instantly your turn, right? And if they instantly get a turn, the Dark Elemental has a reflective skill, right? So this could be a fun Guild Wars offense. Yeah, so we definitely will be testing this out. Yeah, give himself the reflect skill, which also I believe revenges. I'm not 100% sure, but considering he has no runes, he's gonna be so slow. His opponents are all gonna attack him because it's gonna be 1 HP. So this makes it more interesting. I like this Dark Undine. That sounds very interesting, but nothing for RTA, right? Definitely something interesting for Guild Wars. We will definitely try that out. Okay. Drunken Masses. Oh, okay. I'm actually curious to hear about these. Yeah, these patches always seem to buff like a random 3-star family. And for this particular family, I mean, I was the idiot who made every single Drunken Master max skilled 6-star. They're all sitting in storage, right? I tried to use them all. I was the idiot that did it, but now maybe I'm the genius. Let's take a look. Drunken Master here. For all of them, Rolling Punch increases the inflicted damage by 20%. Okay, that's actually not bad. Because of the fact that Rolling Punch, I believe, is the first skill. Rolling Punch already ignores defense. No matter what. It's a skill 1 that ignores defense. So by doing a little bit more damage, okay, we'll take that. That's not bad. Drunken Master, Water, Wind, Light. 1 more drink, added effect. Additionally attacks a random enemy with Rolling Punch with 30% chance. How does that work? I thought 1 more drink was a heal. So now they heal, and then after they use that heal skill, there's a 30% chance that it attacks a target. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, this is just an added effect. Okay, interesting. Drunken Master, Fire Dark, Drunken Kick. Before, kick the enemy unsteadily and get a turn. If the enemy dies, kick the enemy unsteadily, gets drunk. You gotta add that in there. Gets drunk. Yeah, it's definitely not sober. Gets drunk and then attacks a random enemy with rolling punch with 30% chance. Okay, so it's just the same thing. So they all have a 30% chance to do basic skill. Basic skill has increased damage now, and it also ignores defense. Okay. Interesting. Added effects here. Additionally, attacks a random enemy with rolling punch with a 50% chance. Okay, so all their skills now have a second chance to, you know, proc skill 1. It kind of reminds me of like Xiaolin, but Xiaolin does skill 1 into skill 2. So, okay, it's interesting. We're gonna see if that actually, you know, makes them any more fun to use. Yeah, maybe we can make some PvE dungeons with them, PvE purposes. Yeah, well, we definitely will test them out because I have all of them made and all of them 6-starred. Moving on here to the light. Why not the dark dragon? Okay, the light dragon. All right. Added effect: light attribute allies will receive double amount of healing. Okay. Okay. What a niche buff. What a absolutely niche buff, huh? Okay. Low-key trying to say, you know, Yunhong's already OP. Let's go ahead and make people with Zarath and Yunhong use it together. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Armageddon. Decrease the cooldown by 65. Okay. It's interesting. Usually you make a one like a wombo combo with the light dragon already. So you're not really looking to get that skill back anytime soon, and if you do, you were gonna bring in potentially like a Jamai or something to do it. So this is not too crazy because you're not gonna be using him in RTA that much. So okay, interesting. Hell Lady Fire. Okay, a buff to Rocky. Added effect: attacks won't land as glancing. Okay. That's a little bonus. You know what I mean? Now you feel a little bit more confident when you kill something with Soul Crush. What this means here is that if you put defense break on whatever unit it is, right, and you're up against a team comp that has any sort of reviver in it, Elad or anything like that, right, now you can crit with certainty. You won't glance, right? It's just like Leica. You won't glance. You still might miss your crit, but you won't glance. So okay, anti-Samath now. Yes. Yeah. Also, when you go against those Elad Mulong comps, right, you can have certainty and confidence that you're going to be able to do a decent amount of damage to that Mulong and kill it, and Elad won't revive it, especially if you land a defense break. Interesting. Yeah, anti-Samath. Yeah, that's very interesting. Okay, that's a buff for Rocky there. Hell Lady, light, okay, so a buff for Asima. Harmful effect activation rate to 100%. What is the harmful effect that she puts? Is it dots or what does she put? I think Hell's Archer said in chat that he has one. I think Device has one too, right? Well, what is it? What's the harmful effect? Defense break plus dots times 3. Oh, 100% defense break with dots. Okay, it's gonna make it a little bit more viable. Obviously not too crazy, but definitely is gonna make it a little bit more viable. Yeah, a lot more consistent now. So you might choose to use Asima. I believe is it actually July 1st, 2018? Carry over the 7, divide by pi. So the 27 people out there in the Summoners World community with Asima. Yeah, congratulations on the buff. Yo, Floppy Flow with the 8-month resub. Welcome back, Floppy Flow. Appreciate the 8 months. Much love and aloha to you. Alright, let's keep going here. Sea Emperor Light. Alright. They always have some buffs for some LD Nat 5 units. Sea Emperor Light. Added effect, increased immunity effect up to 3 turns, proportionate to the number of harmful effects removed from each ally. So now if you cleanse with the Holy Ground, you're also going to get more turns of immunity. Okay. That could make him a little bit more viable. I don't necessarily think that Pontus is the strongest LD Nat 5 out there, but definitely not the weakest. It does have a skill set that is okay. You know, I'm not going to put it in the OP department, but it's definitely okay. And it does have that added bonus of having a 24% global leader skill. So this just adds to the, you know, possibility of players using it in RTA. Yeah, or even in any PvP area of the game. Interesting. Phantom Thief, Water, and Light. Arrest. Okay, that's a skill too, right? Randomly attacks the enemies up to 3 times and decrease the attack attack targets attack speed for 2 turns with 80% chance with each attack. After, attacks the enemy target to decrease the attack speed for 2 turns, and stuns the target for 1 turn with 80% chance. Wait. Stun target for 1 turn. Okay, so now it stuns and it's only 1 hit. Am I reading that right? Okay. Now you get to stun, so it kind of feels like a skill 2 Ethna that puts attack speed down. I don't know what you can relate it to. Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily that good, but it's definitely better because now it's just an added effect, right? Anytime they add an effect instead of changing, when they change a skill, you kind of have to see and weigh out, was it a buff or a nerf? But when they just add something in, then I guess, wait, friendly. Oh no, it's a change. It's a change because instead of 3 different targets being attack speed down, you have 1 target that you attack speed down and stun. I don't know if that's better. I don't know if that's better or not. Yeah, I feel like it would have been okay if they made it 100% chance. Unless does somebody in the chat know if you skill it up, does it get to 100%? Because if it's 100% before resistance check of attack speed down and single target stun, I can see it having some viability in special RTA, 20 star under, 40 star under, and maybe some mid game RTA, you know, uses as a single target, you know, attack speed down and stunning. So I don't know. It's an interesting skill modification. Phantom Thief, Fire Wind Dark, Surprise Visit. Okay, skill 2 ignores all damage reduction effects. Okay, just an added bonus now if you're up against like Zingzay, or you're up against like a person with like Diaz or Darien, you're gonna just do the damage without any reduction effects. Okay. Stays at 80%. Okay, then it's not that good in my opinion. Phantom Thief Wind. Okay, I do think the Wind Phantom Thief is quite lackluster. So let's see what they did here to the 3rd skill, Showtime. I think they tried to buff him a couple times already. Kind of haven't succeeded at it yet. Decrease the cooldown from 6 to 5. Alright, doesn't really make it much. Yeah, I still don't think the Wind Phantom Thief is that good. The light one, Illusion Magic, added effect, decrease the cooltime of Illusion Magic for 3 turns if your HP is 50% or lower after balancing the HP ratio. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Phantom Thief Dark, Elaborate Plan, increases your crit damage by 50% and decreases the chance of receiving a crit hit by 50 after. Increases your crit damage by 50, increases the chance of receiving a glancing hit by 30, and gains invincibility effect for 1 turn if you're attacked with a glancing hit. Now, that's a quite different mechanic. Yeah, that is a mechanic that's not in the game yet, where if you get glanced, you get invincibility. But how good is it? You know what I mean? Yeah, if they're giving a skill or a mechanic like that to a unit that already is not that good. So, that'd be interesting. Yeah. One thing that comes to mind is that if you pair this unit up with, yeah, additional turn, exactly what you're saying. Pairing it up with a unit that, you know, increases the chance of glancing, like let's say Molly, that might be pretty interesting. That might be pretty interesting. Yeah, that might be pretty interesting, but nothing too game breaking or changing, right? Let's see here. Legmaron's getting a buff as well, or a nerf. Inflict damage proportionate to your attack power. Changes to inflict damage proportionate to your attack power and speed. Alright, we're gonna have to see how that multiplier changes it, and see how much more damage Legmaron does on 3rd skill now. Something that I've seen Legmaron be used for, obviously everybody knows it's good in GB10 and a lot of PvE content. But one area of the game that a lot of people don't use it for is actually like PvP. Like either an RTA or even a Rita as like a damage dealer or a stunner at the same time, right? You set up your Wombo Combo Cleave team, you put that defense break, and now you're potentially going to do even more damage with Lightning Strike, as well as stun your opponent. So, okay, interesting. Punk Beck as well, added effect, if you defeat any enemy with your first attack, the damage inflicted on other enemies will increase by 30%. Whoa. Whoa. Because, wait, really? So now, because what Punk Beck's 3rd skill does is when you kill a unit, right? Or whenever you do damage to a unit, whatever damage you did to that unit half of that damage will radiate to the other to the other enemies, right? That's already a pretty strong skill because that's not critting. There's no crit, so it works very well against like Camila. So that's interesting. So if you do 50,000, you're gonna do 25 to the, you know, to the other enemies on the opponent team. But now, if you kill the first enemy that you hit with that lightning strike, which hits fairly hard, you're gonna do 30% more. So instead of like 50 and 25, it's gonna be 50,000 damage, and it's gonna be like, what is that? What is 25%? 31,000, 30 something thousand damage. Okay, that's a pretty big buff. That's a pretty big buff in terms of damage. We might be using Punk Beck and trying it out in Guild Wars as well as Arena Cleaving. Yeah, that's actually a lot of damage, because the main purpose of this, like I said before, was to be able to kill those pesky Camillas, especially on Arena, that people use to stall. And if you can do 35,000 damage, yeah, to a Camilla straight up, because it's not a crit, it's just true damage, raw damage. I think that's great. I think that's great. First attack means wait. No, that lightning cycle is the third skill or the first skill? It has to be the third skill, because why would it say defeat an enemy with your first attack, the damage inflicted to other enemies? The first skill doesn't do damage to other enemies. Is it first skill? Let me see. I may have been mistaken. No, it's the third skill. The first skill is Yin Yang attack. Yeah, so it's gonna radiate that extra 30% damage to the other enemies. Now, what you said is right. First attack hit of the third skill. What do you mean? If the skill 3 kills a target, the buff is applied. Yeah, because what the third skill does is you do damage to the first unit, whatever damage it is, half of it's dealt to everybody else. Now, if you kill that first unit, half of the damage is still done to everybody else, but you're gonna get a 30% increase on that as well. People are okay, so the people are confused. All right, so I'll explain it one more time. Right? Let's say your Punk Beck does 10,000. Okay, just for example. Okay, 10,000 damage to the target, and let's say it doesn't kill the target. Right? You're still gonna do 5,000 to everybody else on the side. Everybody else on the opponent team. It's an AOE skill. Right? If you do kill the target with that 10,000, it'll radiate 5,000, but also give a 30% buff. So instead of 5,000, you're gonna be doing, what is that? 6,500. Yeah, to the enemies on the side. That's basically what it means. So it's a buff to the third skill damage that radiates the AOE damage, which is very nice. Yeah. All right, let's keep moving on here. The leader skill of some monsters have been added. Okay, all drunken masters have leader skills now. Guild Wars. Okay, so they got a buff, yeah, to be a little bit more fun, and now they have Guild War leader skills. You guys can already assume we're gonna be testing out each and every one of them in Guild Wars. Yeah, we're gonna be testing out each and every one of them. Interesting. Okay. Frankenstein's also got lead. Frankenstein's got lead. Tell me what. Oh, Bulldozer. Defense of ally monsters is increased by 20% in Guild Wars. Yes. I don't know how many times. I don't know if you guys do Bulldozer, Copper, Emesity. But when you Bulldozer, Copper, Emesity, nobody has a freaking leader skill. So now when you Bulldozer, Copper, Emesity, you have a 21% increase of defense. That's basically just more damage for your Bulldozer, your Copper, everybody. That's nice. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Of course, all the other ones got buffed as well, so they might be a little bit more viable in Guild Wars. Yeah, like the water Frankenstein, I think, is very interesting. The wind, the light, and the dark, not as interesting, but I think they're still okay. Maybe we'll build them and we'll test some of them out as well. Let's see here. Skill errors of some monsters have been fixed. Necros, fix the issue with some skills. They increase the number of harmful effects being applied. Okay. This boomerang. Okay, they fixed that. Paladin, fix the issue of immunity effect not activating properly when attacking others. Okay, and is there a page 2? What? Well, okay. Well, I guess that's the whole patch. All right. My thoughts. Overall, I do like some of the changes that they've done, but I feel this might be one of their weakest patches ever. This is probably the weakest balance patch I have ever seen them post. Yeah, I mean, there's balance patches in the past that are good, you know, like overpowering. There are balance patches that are, you know, bad because they nerfed a lot of units, right? And then there's average balance patches. This is by far the most underwhelming balance patch I have ever seen. What they did here, I'm gonna just tell you straight up. They neither buffed units, you know, of interest, nor did they address any units that were issues. This is probably the worst balance patch I've ever seen. Yep. My only thoughts on potentially why this balance patch is so bad is maybe they don't want to do anything too game-changing with units because the tournament's coming up, right? So they wanted to release a balance patch because by the time the tournament, the World Cup, and the finals end, it's going to be so late into the year that if they don't have a balance patch, then it would be messed up. But they gave us this balance patch because it was kind of time for a balance patch. So what I want to see from this, from ComToUs, is because this balance patch was lackluster, after their first online tournament or whatever it is before the finals, they throw us another balance patch. Yeah. So I'm expecting another balance patch. I think they've been doing about 3 a year, maybe 4. Yeah, I want at least 4, maybe 5 balance patches in. Yeah, because for this year at least, because this is quite a lackluster balance patch, chat. Yeah. They made some new units that we obviously can test and have fun with, but this is quite an underwhelming balance patch. Yeah. But alright, that is kind of my thoughts on this balance patch. Some of the new skills that have been changed and modified. If you're watching from the YouTube channel, definitely leave a comment below on, I would say, what you're excited about. But yeah, what you're excited about, even though this is a mediocre balance patch. I mean, leave us your, you know, your opinion. I want to hear about it. I mean, be respectful, obviously, right? Be respectful, but yeah, let's get some honest opinions on what you guys think about some of the balance patches, or if there is something in particular that you saw that interests you. Go ahead and leave a comment below. And again, we're going to be giving away a $10 iTunes or Google Play. Everybody from Twitch, you guys can say bye to everybody on YouTube, as well as make sure you guys check out the video when we post it. We'll probably post it after the stream tonight. Yeah, but as always, guys, if you're watching from the YouTube channel, I'll see you guys on the next live streamer video. Peace out, everybody.